Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video is uploaded to SouFLoTV. In recent times, we covered extensively the assassination of the Haitian president, Jovenel Moise. We did about 10 videos off that. Each video we did went to over 100,000 views with hundreds and hundreds or thousands of comments, so people are very interested in this topic. Let me first say, shout out to my Haitian people. We stand with you. You're in a crisis situation right now, and that crisis situation has spilled over into the US even more. How they will be dealt with, I don't know, but I don't expect swift justice, at least not to the Haitians. So, according to Yahoo News, Joe Biden is facing new immigration challenges as Haitians arrive, and their arrival is in such big numbers, and they are all under the Del Rio Bridge. And there's a picture of that. President Joe Biden is facing renewed political pressure over arrival at the southern U.S. border as roughly 12,000 Haitians arrive, awaiting processing in an encampment under a Del Rio bridge. You must understand that following the assassination of their president, the country was thrown into chaos. The country was already in chaos before, but the assassination of the president definitely threw the country overboard into chaos. It was taken over roughly by gangs, armed gangs, who were raping, pillaging, plundering, and doing whatever they felt like doing. And a lot of their law enforcement officials had also become a part of these gangs and had gone rogue and were pretty much eating off the land, so to speak. So it became like a vigilante country. And normal law-abiding tax-paying Haitians, they were in fear. They were in fear for their life, for their safety. So right now, followed behind that, they had a massive earthquake. A massive earthquake which was downplayed. Very much downplayed. I don't know why it was so downplayed by outside people who could have given humanitarian aid to the Haitians. I think it was downplayed because people just didn't want to help, or they wanted us on the other side of the waters to believe that it was not as serious as it was in Haiti, when it really was. So we'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. So Democratic lawmakers have urged the president to halt deportations, even as officials voice concerns about the swelling numbers. But the Department of Homeland Security announced on Saturday that it would begin to expel some of these Haitian immigrants as soon as possible as part of the comprehensive strategy for dealing with this crisis. In other words, Homeland Security is saying, look, we want to help. We want to be of some humanitarian something to you guys, but we can't take your whole country into our country right now. We could take a few people. We could process people in legally. Those who come seeking asylum, we could take them through the legal process and vet them and see who is who. We can't just open our borders up and let everybody in from Haiti that is running in this direction. And I agree with that. And here's the reason why I agree with that. If we rush these people in right now, right, a couple of things can happen. There can be people who are being trafficked through right now. Children who are coming across with people that are not their parents. Children who have been kidnapped and coerced. And once they get here to the U.S., they'll be put to work. Whether it's prostitution or, some pedophilia ring, black market, underworld stuff, or used for organs and body parts. I don't know, but there are a lot of things that could be happening right here. We could also be taking in some seasoned criminals, murderers, people who are not afraid to kill, people who are not afraid to break the law. So they have to be very careful and make sure that who they're bringing in are actually people who are law-abiding citizens who are looking for a better life, and that's where the buck stops. So I have to agree with Homeland Security. Now, the Biden administration thing is fly the deportation flights, get it on rapid, and get them up out of here. Fill the planes and send them back. Now, I grew up in Miami, Florida in a time when I remember when the Haitians were coming across, at the same time the Cubans were coming across. And I remember the specific difference between how the Haitians were treated versus how the Cubans were treated. Some Haitians were even turned around at sea and sent back on their rafts that they had been paddling on for days at sea. The Cubans were brought in and given asylum and processed. They even had a thing here where if they could make it to the sand on the beach and run off in the crowd and got away, then they were safe. I believe it was called wet foot, dry foot. You can Google it and look it up. It's a real thing, right? So to see, fast forward in time where we are now, Haiti did not even recover from the last earthquake that hit Haiti. That last massive earthquake before this recent one. So to have this one again, and then the assassination of their president, which happened right before that, you can imagine the paranoid feeling of a lot of these people. What is my future going to look like? Are we going to be murdered here? Is there no safety here for our children, our family, etc.? They're running to safety. You can't blame them for running to safety. But at the same time, you can't blame the U.S. for not opening its borders and just taking everybody in all at once. It's a process. It's a difficult process, but it's a process that needs to happen. So, U.S. Customs and Border Protection Office of Trade took the unusual step Friday evening of shutting down the Del Rio port of entry, not allowing traffic north into the United States or south into Mexico to stem the tide because there were so many people coming through. President Biden, for reference, 10,503 people is inching close to 1/3 of the population of Del Rio, Texas. Del Rio's mayor, Bruno Lozano, a Democrat, tweeted last week that by Friday, the total grew by several thousands more. So what you're saying is the population of immigrants that are coming in, illegally crossing, is inching up towards half of the population or even more of the population, even probably more than the population of the people that live in these border towns. Their towns getting overran. These are American citizens. Listen, it's cool to be a humanitarian, but answer me in the comment section honestly. If you woke up in the morning and your whole neighborhood was overran by people you did not recognize, just immigrants everywhere who had illegally crossed the border, and they were just in the thousands on the streets of your neighborhood, how would you feel? Would you still be saying, yes, help them? Or would you be saying, oh, hell no, this isn't right? Tell me that in the comment section below. So, Haiti is still reeling from the earthquake that resulted in more than 2,000 deaths, and thousands more were injured, as well as the assassination of their last president in July. Remember, that just happened, man. We're in September, so it's not like it happened a long time ago. July, they assassinated the president, Jovenel Moise. August, they got hit by an earthquake. September, a mass migration of Haitians heading for the United States border. Migrants' arrests at the southern border has risen sharply since Biden took office in January. That's the report that's been given. And you know this doesn't sit well with a certain group. Migrants' arrest at the border has risen sharply. Migrants' arrest, that means they're arrested at the border, with thousands arriving each month from Mexico and the northern triangle countries of Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. More than 208,887 people were apprehended in August alone. So I don't know if you're not aware of it, but there is a rush at the border like never before. Before, they were coming across in ones and twos, and Border Patrol would have the job of trying to find the coyotes, trying to find the secret passageways, trying to find. Now they don't have to look too much because they're coming in the thousands across the border. In 1 month alone, the month of August, over 200,000. Last month, the White House shared a 5-pillar blueprint to address immigration root causes, and Biden earlier asked Vice President Kamala Harris with handling the diplomacy guiding the effort. But experts at the time said that it would do little to stem the immediate surge. It also fails to target migration from countries further afield. That number too has grown. In August, about 3 in 10 arrests at the southern border made their way from countries outside of Mexico and the Northern Triangle. Recent polls show that voters are concerned with Biden's handling of immigration. In a survey conducted by Public Opinion Strategies this month, this was especially acute among voters that are 65 years and older, asked to pick their foremost concern from a basket that included sweeping federal spendings, the Afghanistan withdrawal, COVID-19, the border with Mexico, or none of the above. Most chose the border. Congressional Democrats, with Biden's support, plan to include provisions offering legal status to most undocumented immigrants already in the country, including a pathway to citizenship, in their $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill. And some Republicans contend that such immigration policies encourage the migrant surge. So, if y'all don't know about it, this actually started under Obama. President Obama wanted to fix two things. He wanted to make sure that everyone had affordable health care, and he wanted to also make sure that whoever lived here and was in the country legally, as in they weren't committing crimes. Say they had come into the country, overstayed their welcome, and had been here for years, had lived a life here and set up a life for themselves. A lot of people have done this, and they're here still illegal in status. But when I say legally, meaning they have never had a police record, are running with the law. They're not breaking the law. They work, they have children who were born here. Their children live here legally. Their children are American citizens, and they've been here 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Under Obama, his first plan to fix the immigration issue in the U.S., because you cannot deport everybody. It's just too many people, and you can't locate everybody. So the next comprehensive thing to do, according to him, would be to give legal status to the people who are hiding in the shadows. Make them come out of the shadows. Have them become documented. Have them work and pay taxes. Have them pay a fee, a fine, and then have them go on with their lives, right? But this would not have applied to everybody. It would only have applied to people who had been here for a certain amount of time already, not to those who were just coming into the country. And that right there is the information that confused a lot of immigrants on the outside. So now they are thinking on the outside, Biden is going to do the same thing. He's going to pick up where Obama left off, and his goal is to give status to illegal immigrants. They are misunderstanding, because them coming here now, they would not qualify under that plan. We wait to see how this turns out. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one, and I'll catch you on the next video. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. All right, I'm out. Peace. I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway.
It all started in that empty hallway. Ask if I'm gon' ride, I say always. In that hallway, I'm in that hallway right now. Gotta get this shit the hard way. Empty hallways, posted by the light on them dark days. Ask me how long I'm gon' ride, I say always.
Alright everybody, so this video is called Hallways, and this artist is being dad managed. Yes, that's my son, and I'm also his manager until we find a manager that's worthy for him. You can find him on YouTube. Just type in T Viral, or click the link in the description or the link that's pinned in the comment section. Go over to his YouTube channel. We have 20 projects on the way that will all be green screen videos of different songs. So stay tuned. We're about to turn up on his YouTube channel, get his views up. If this is not your genre of music, stay away from it. But if it is, go vibe out on T Viral's YouTube channel and tell him, yo, your dad sent me. Or just go feel the music. That's it. Let me send you over to Natural Shells Organics. Nothing beats looking good and feeling good and taking proper care of yourself so you can be the best you that you can be. These products are 100% handmade and organic. It's time that you start taking care of yourself and putting things on your body that are natural, that you can pronounce the ingredients and that you know won't harm you. This product line mostly consists of hair care products that are made to increase hair growth and improve hair health and treat your scalp. There are also skincare products here to soothe out the blemishes, soothe your irritated skin, improve your texture of your skin, and even out your skin tone. And for the fellas, that growth oil, 100% organic, handmade, will have your beard, mustache looking right. So head on over to Natural Shells Organics. Tell us SouFLoTV sent you. And start taking good care of yourself, because you deserve it. All right, listen, so you started a business, right? Whether it's a brick and mortar business or a business online. How is your business doing? Is it doing well? Do you need promotions? You cannot afford to start a business and not do promotions. Promotions is what it's all about. Some people have a big budget. That way they can spend a whole lot of money on these huge platforms. MSNBC, NBC, CNN, all those. Your budget might not be that. Those are $1 million budgets. At the same time, you can still reach a demographic of people that might be interested in your business. And how do you do that? You do that by piggybacking on one of these channels that the core audience of that channel is also the type of people you are trying to reach with your business. It works, okay? Hook up, give me a call, or shoot me an email and let's get your promo going right now. I don't care what business it is. I can send people to you. Now, before we go, let me say this. I am not guaranteeing you a certain amount of subscribers. You are the one that will have to, or I'm not guaranteeing you a certain amount of people that will come. You are the one that has to continue to push your business. Okay, with you promoting your business yourself and me promoting your business for you, there's no way you can't win. So give me a call right now or shoot me an email and let's work this out. Let's get this moving. Promotions, promotions, promotions. That's what it's all about.